Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Friday. Welcome to Piano Bar Rehearsal. My name's Howard. I'll be your practicing pianist for the next 18 minutes. We got a lot of time tonight. Tonight is March 19th, fabulous year of 2021. The time is 9:42 p.m. in the Lounge City of Buffalo, New York. We're broadcasting from the heart of downtown Buffalo. For the next 17 minutes, we're going to thoroughly explore the Great American Songbook. Those are the great songs from the shows in Broadway and movies, Hollywood and New York, from at least half of the 20th century. Nobody could really agree on the exact perimeter of the Great American Songbook. We'll leave that to the musicologists to debate. We just play them. Play them as we see them. Call them as they lie. During the non-pandemic parts of our existences, on a typical Friday night, in fact on every Friday night, this room was full of lounge cadets, as they like to be referred to, enjoying right along with me, right around the piano here at LoungeACADEmy. A lot of those shows, those were all televised, and they're at our this very same YouTube channel, WBIG.Tv. If you look back in the history, a year and beyond, you'll see some fun times, and some great music and some great musicians joining me. Once we had a gorilla running around here. We'd like to welcome Space Cadet, Mr. Durham, Chris Durham from Chris Durham Music Channel on YouTube. Nice to see you, sir. Can you believe it's Friday already? Time flies when you're not doing anything. Last night. Did we do this? Someday my prince will come. I like that song. That song has some personal memories attached to it. It's one of the great things about songs, how they tie you to when you heard that song. We're flipping through here. Maybe we'll play something without the music. I'm too lazy to look for something. Usually I turn the page and something great is there, and then I don't have to work anymore. Here's one I just did on Smule a few minutes ago. You ever do Smule? Chris Durham, are you a Smuler? Well, it's a great way to work out your voice. It's so much fun. Smule.com, S-M-U-L-E. You can look at all my nonsense if you go there and search my name, Howard Goldman. You'll probably find it. I'm great tonight, Mr. Durham. Your eyes don't shine like they used to shine, and the thrill is gone when your lips, when they touch mine. I'm afraid the masquerade is over, and so is love, and so is love. Oh, you're gonna change it your whole life. Your words don't mean what they used to mean. They were once inspired, now they're just routine. I'm afraid the masquerade is over, and so is love, and so is love. Ooh, yeah. You'll have to let me know what happens, Mr. Durham, when you expose yourself, figuratively speaking, to Smule.com. Some people, it's not for them. Other people, it just becomes, an obsession. It's part of my daily, I consider it part of my daily workout. I do it every day. I actually do. I do classical vocal exercises because I work on my voice, and then I do some smuling. It's fun too. You get to know some of the people on there that you like to sing with. Become exposed to a lot of music that I would not have been. Things outside my comfort zone. Here, with this early stuff, they throw everything at you, so you keep trying, you try things. You find a lot of things you like. You need a bourbon? Coming right up, sir. Your usual is on the way. turn to stuff that here it's being, I don't think I've ever done this one, but I'm sure I've heard it. Ooh, the touch of your lips upon my brow, your lips that are cool and sweet, such tenderness lies in their soft caress. My heart forgets to beat. The touch of your hand upon my head, the love in your eyes are shine, and now you asked at last, the moment divine, the touch of your lips on mine. What a fun song, Ray Noble. I know he wrote a few goodies. The touch upon my brow, lips that are cool and sweet, ooh, tenderness lie in their soft caress. It's fun to play. Check that song out if it's not part of your repertoire, Mr. Durham. It's called The Touch of Your Lips. 1936, Ray Noble. It's fun. Boy, you could do a lot of cool stuff with that. You could probably do it as a bossa nova if you want. You could swing it, you could up it, you could ballad it. Unforgettable, that's what you are. Unforgettable, though near or far. Like a song of love clings to me, how the thought of you does things to me never before. Has someone been more unforgettable in every way? And forevermore, that's how you stay. Ooh, yeah. That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're unforgettable at LoungeACADEMY. Everyone knows that song. Music by Irving Gordon. I think I used to bowl with a guy named Irving Gordon. Oh, here's a really cool song. Tom Adair and Matt Dennis. I'm a big Matt Dennis fan. You know why? Because he did this. He was a lounge pianist crooner. Boy, was he good. Of course, he's more known for his, his songwriting, his television. There was a show in the 50s that I saw on YouTube, in the old celluloid, black and white, and it was a classic show from the 50s and mid-50s, very early show, and he was the music director. It was really cool. Maybe he was the first music director on that type of format. It was kind of comedy with a host, that sat at a desk. It looked like a cave. I'll bet you that was groundbreaking and set up the lineage of the great American, native art form of the late night talk show. I speculate. This is by the great Matt Dennis. I bought you violets for your furs, and it was spring for a while, remember. I brought you violets for your furs, and it was April in that December. Snow drifted down on the flowers and melted where it lay. The snow looked like dew in a blossom, as only a summer day. I brought you violets for your furs, and there was blue in the wintry sky. You pinned the violets to your furs, and it gave a lift in a crowd passing by. You smiled at me sweetly, and since that thought occurred, we fell in love completely. The day that I brought you violets for your furs. (1941). Violets for Your Furs, Tom Adair and Matt Dennis. Here's one that everybody should know too. I would not call this song obscure. I would call my audience obscure though. Not the ones that are here though. The ones that are here are famous. Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. Lovely, with your smile so warm and your cheek so soft, there is nothing for me but to love you and the way you look tonight. With each word charm. Won't you please arrange it, 'cause I love you just the way you look. Ooh, just the way you look. The way you look tonight. It's not a game, it's a very serious affair, Mr. Durham. It's social media. Yeah, it's karaoke in the sense that they play the music for you. They usually erase the vocal tracks, or sometimes they create all new tracks. It's all the people do it, the players, the smulers, and they also, you can see the words. So it's really great because you can go through so many songs and get familiar with so many songs and practice so many songs, where as musicians we really can't do that, because you're looking at it, you're distracted by how to play it and all this stuff, and you might not have the song in your ear, where this way they just throw it at you and you just sing it, and you don't have to worry about the lyrics or playing it. And it's a great way to just trial songs and exercise your voice. You certainly don't have to be self-conscious, because the best thing to do if you want privacy is just share it on social media, and I guarantee your friends will not watch you sing. They'll see the thing on Facebook and they won't even click on it. So it's a great way to hide in plain sight, and you get over that really quick. It's one of the good things about it. So I sing them all as like a vocal exercise. I just try to stretch myself, and it works. It really helped. In fact, it really had a profound impact on my singing, where I noticed after I'd been doing this for 6 or 9 months, I'm into my second year now, I noticed that I was singing different on Smule when I was, just not worrying about the music, than I was playing and singing. And I think my voice, in a lot of ways, grew on Smule, but I was in this habit with my repertoire, and it was a real conscious challenge that took actually months and months and months to let that filter into the way I feel when I'm singing, when I'm performing at the piano. So it's been melding into it in a very positive way. It's helped me a lot, because I haven't been singing that long. I started singing in this past decade. I never sang at all. My friends get a kick out of it, because for years and years we had piano and jam get-togethers. It was kind of like a predecessor to LoungeACADEMY for decades, really, in our home with our grand piano. And every Monday night, people would just come by, all kinds of musicians, and it was really great. And I would get some piano playing in, not for most of the night, because we had really good pianists, and I was not one of them. In fact, I could barely play. I was a very slow developer, but I had those great influences right in my own home. Very great professionals, wonderful people, and great singers. So, it was a great way to absorb it. And but I was so shy about singing. I never sang a note, and here I wish I could go back. Now they can't shut me up. All of a sudden I started singing in 2012, after I got the gig at the Statler. next door at the hotel, I decided I better learn to put vocals to it, because I knew I could never compete with just playing, you know, and I figured everyone else is afraid to sing and play, so I'll learn to sing. Plus I always dug it, you know, it was like in there, and you know, and it was, so it's fun to learn something new as an adult that most people learn so early they don't even remember learning it, you know, so I get to appreciate the mechanism of learning it, and probably understand that better than a lot of other people because of that. I see, that's interesting, Mr. Durham, that you sing different with, yeah, it's a funny phenomenon. But we've been off for a year from LoungeACADEmy because of COVID. Like I said, usually on a Friday night like this, in fact, every Friday, we never missed a Friday night, there'd be any number of people dropping by over the 4 hours that we'd be doing this with our multi-cams. The cams are switching, we're live streaming, people were chatting. We did it on Facebook. That's why I'm hiding out here on YouTube to rehearse, rather than putting it on Facebook where it would just confuse people. They wouldn't know if it's the show or, you know. And then when we bring the show back, they probably wouldn't watch because they'd think it was a rehearsal. So, and then we had people zooming in, you know, and it was really a blast. But that was getting to be going, you know, almost a year ago, and I think I've kept growing, you know. Keep working on it. That's why I'm here rehearsing with you guys. I practice because I know I need it to get to the level I need to be able to manage this establishment when we open it for real to the public, which will be soon. You know, so that's what that's about. Well, I'm going to get home to the wife and cat. It's been fun talking about myself, my favorite subject. What kind of fool am I? A fool who never fell in love. It seems that I'm the only one that I've been thinking of. What kind of man is this? An empty shell, a lonely cell in which an empty heart must dwell. What kind of lips are these that with every kiss, that with empty words of love I left with me alone like this? Why can't I fall in love like any other man? And maybe then I'll know what kind of fool I am. Don't answer that question. It was just the name of a song. It was not a real question. Thanks for jumping in here, Mr. Durham. It was great, and I enjoyed your YouTubing. I liked your blues song, and yeah, good stuff. You're a good entertainer, that's for sure. That's the most important thing, too, you know, because there's always guys that can just, like, you know, there's always, no matter what, there's somebody up here, and they're like miracle workers, you know. But if you got the knack to entertain, you know, you're fun to watch. So we'll keep tuning in, and we'll see you again soon. Have a great night.